Can I ask you a question? Have you ever said these four words? I'm not a runner. If you have, you are not alone. Thousands of people tell themselves that every day. But here's the truth. Being a runner isn't something you're born as. It's something you become. In this video, I'm going to show you why those four words are probably the only thing standing between you and a healthier, more confident version of yourself. Hi, I'm Coach Ray from Qwik Kiwi Coaching. I've spent more than 25 years helping beginner and recreational athletes achieve their endurance goals, and one phrase has held more people back than almost anything else. I'm not a runner. In this video, I'll explain why those four words simply aren't true, and why becoming a runner has far more to do with making a decision than having natural ability. By the end of this video, I hope you'll see that every runner starts somewhere and that your own running journey could begin today. Now, the biggest myth about running, many people believe that runners are born. They're not made. But that's simply not true. One of my early mentors when I started running in the 1990s was a guy called Ron Robinson. He started his running journey in his 40s, but he went on to be a very successful masters athlete, winning marathons and half marathons, beating competitors half his age with more experience than himself. Every experienced runner starts with a first walk, a first run, and also plenty of self-doubt. Doesn't matter where you're coming from, making that first step is what counts. Some people believe you need to be fit before you get started. But how do you get fit to get started if you can't start? Making that first step is what counts. Running and the journey towards becoming a runner is what helps you become fitter. The only thing that separates a runner from a non-runner is the decision to start and getting out and taking those first few steps. So what is really holding you back? Now, this is my friend Taylor. She started her running journey with a lot of self-doubt. And this is a photo of her closing in on the finish line at the Christchurch Half Marathon. Taylor had a lot of speed bumps along the way, just like I have plenty of speed bumps in my training program, and you will also have speed bumps in your training program. But the fear of failing is what holds people back and prevents them from starting, or the fear of not being able to keep going or to keep up. These things can be managed and adapted, and your training plan can compensate based on how your progress goes. Other things that hold people back are comparing yourself to experienced runners instead of beginner runners. And what I recommend you do is compare yourself to where you used to be so you can see the progress that you have made. Other people think they need to be fit before you can really start running. And I touched on that in the previous slide. But it's not important. The first step is just getting out and getting started and starting that journey of fitness. You might not be able to run a marathon on your first day, and in fact, very few people can. You might run 100 meters and that's all it is. But making that 100 meters count is what is important. Next time, it might be 150 meters or 200 meters. But building on where you were previously and getting better and better is the key. Other people worry about what other people might think. Who cares what other people think? You and your close support network are all that counts. And hopefully you've got a coach in your corner supporting you as well. Some people believe they have to run fast. Just run. Some people believe you have to run long to count as a runner. No, you don't. If you're out there running, you're a runner. It just needs to be one single step that you run to therefore be a runner. But if you can do one step, hopefully you can put that together and get a second step. Or take a wee break and then do another one step. Get out, start the journey. It's what is essential. Now, the other thing that holds people back is waiting for the perfect time. Monday seems to be the perfect day to start a diet or start a fitness program. Start today. Any day of the week is as good as the next day. As the saying around saving for your future retirement, the best day to start was yesterday or 20 years ago. Same applies with a running plan. The second best time to start is today. So every runner has to start somewhere. Very few people start with a marathon. Some people start with a 5K, but the 5K can still be the goal. Other people are building towards triathlons and Ironmans. Start your journey building towards what you want to build towards, but take that first step and get out on your very first run. That is where everyone needs to start. Your progress won't come from talent. It comes from showing up consistently. Day in, day out. Week in, week out. Month in, month out. It's the consistency of your training where you build each run on your previous runs to build your fitness and become more of a runner. The start of your journey doesn't need to look like the middle of someone else's journey. You might have a friend training for a half marathon or a park run or a full marathon. Don't try and start where they currently are. Start where you are and where you are capable of. Don't ask yourself, can I run 4Ks? Start asking yourself, can I become someone who runs? And the answer to that is always yes. As I mentioned before, those small, consistent actions build on top of each other to shape who you are over time. And as that running journey progresses, you become more and more of a runner and can start identifying as a runner. Every run reinforces that habit. The more you run, the more you can call yourself a runner. But as soon as you get that first step of running, you are a runner. As you become more and more consistent with your training, more and more consistent with your running, your confidence is going to grow. If you're constantly waiting for Monday so you can start, your confidence isn't going to grow. Get out today, get out tomorrow, get out the next day. Start running, start walking, start walking. Build your confidence. The goal isn't to impress others. You are on your journey for your reasons. Most likely to become a healthier version of yourself. There might be other reasons you want to start running, but these are your reasons, no one else's. So what they think doesn't matter. Run for your own reasons. When you keep showing up day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, your fitness is going to improve gradually, just a little bit more all the time. Before you know it, you'll be running regularly, you'll be running consistently, and your confidence will have grown. In fact, it's going to grow with every session you complete. So get out there and just run a little bit more. Running's going to become part of your weekly routine. Maybe right now it's something you fear, but get out and do a small amount. Do a jog, walk. Repeat it. Jog, walk, jog, walk, jog, walk. Get into that routine and become a runner. If this video, well, actually, I'm jumping the gun here. Your first step doesn't need to be perfect. As I've touched on, those jog walk sessions can help build your running ability. Walking during a session is part of the plan, especially a good plan for a beginner. It's not a sign of failure. Running slow is key. Your aerobic system, the efficiency of your heart and your lungs is going to improve by running slow. If you're constantly sprinting, getting out of breath and having to stop, that's not going to create your running fitness. We need to work on the efficiency of the heart and lungs because they are key to running. And running slowly is what builds the efficiency of your heart and lungs. Missing the odd workout also doesn't mean you've failed. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes work's busy. Sometimes you've got family commitments that just need to be looked after, particularly if you've got children and they've got other commitments or there's an illness. Missing one workout is no sign of failure. It's just one workout. Focus on consistency of the overall picture. Don't focus on perfection for one single workout. Celebrate every session. Regardless of what you do during that session, celebrate. Give yourself that pat on the back. That's all it needs to be. Don't need to go out and have 4 bottles of wine and have a party to celebrate your first run, but you might want to. Remember, progress comes from keeping going, not from being perfect. Now, I jumped the gun before. This is the last slide. So if this video has helped you realize that maybe you are capable of becoming a runner, then don't let today be another day that passes without taking that first step. That's exactly why I created Step 1, 4 weeks to 4 kilometers. It's a structured program designed specifically for complete beginners. You don't need to be fit. You don't need expensive gear. And you certainly don't need to call yourself a runner yet. All you need is the ability to comfortably walk for 30 minutes and a willingness to begin. The plan gradually builds your confidence using a simple run-walk approach, includes detailed coaching notes for every session, and comes with a comprehensive athlete guide to answer the questions that every new runner has. If you're ready to stop saying, "I'm not a runner," and start becoming one, click the link below to learn more about Step 1, 4 weeks to 4 kilometers. I'd love to help you take that very first step on your running journey.